Hi everyone, it's Lindsay, Randolph. I'm the Chief Creative Officer for Scentsy. Well, many of you know that I worked at Disney before joining Scentsy, and while working at the second happiest place on earth because I now consider Scentsy number one, I learned the importance and the value of great storytelling. Now, stories are a natural way to connect emotionally with our family and our friends, but I'd love you to think for a moment about the positive impact that sharing stories might have with your customers. Because people who connect emotionally with a brand make the most loyal customers. I love sharing stories about the global trends that influence the new Scentsy products you're seeing in the catalog and the inspiration behind them. Each season we thoughtfully select and intentionally deliver the best products and fragrance experiences that you and your customers will love. But understanding the why behind these decisions will give you great context to better understand the products that you sell. Now, our approach is never prescriptive. We don't have a checklist, but we do listen to your suggestions, and we discover what's trending by watching what's happening in the global marketplace. Think about the success of the Pineapple Warmer Southern Hospitality or Calypso, the Unicorn Buddy. Like you and your customers, we're influenced by what is featured online, in magazines, and in stores. Windows on the World will highlight the how and why of Scentsy's catalog products, as well as seasonal collections, and I really think it will help you connect the dots with your customers. My hope is that you'll share some of these stories with your customers to motivate, delight, inspire, and engage them with Scentsy products, and perhaps more importantly with your business. Remember that trends mirror life. They're both all about balance. Whenever there's a strong push in one direction, there's an equally strong pull in the opposite direction to maintain that balance. This is how certain trends evolve and are then translated into other forms of expression, like products. So, starting with a powerful story that evolved from current politics and social norms, both of which have been rather extreme over the last few years. Neutral, by definition, is the opposite of polarizing. So, very simple in form, shape, and color, neutral is the creative reaction to the extreme cultural and political viewpoints across the globe. But storytelling isn't always done through words. Design is a universal language, and an important story this season is neutrality. Following the hygge trend, and we focused on this about a year ago, it's a Scandinavian philosophy about finding and celebrating simple joy and comfort. This calm, simple, neutral aesthetic continues to influence home decor. But the neutral aesthetic isn't restricted to beige, white, or gray. Neutral expresses itself through any soft, often monochromatic color or with subtle tone-on-tone details. Neutral is clean, it's simple, with really minimal design elements. The sensory story is next. This season, consumers are looking for surprise and delight through products that deliver experiences, well, specifically experiences that create moments and memories. So whether we deliver meaningful and memorable experiences through our party plan business opportunity, or we connect and create impactful memories through our compelling fragrances, Scentsy truly is in the right place at the right time. Home decor delivers immersive experiences that integrate and stimulate each of our senses, like these highly exaggerated tactile baskets and bowl out of France. Sensory stimulation can be a singular experience or a combination of experiences, such as with these fragranced porcelain products that provoke sight, smell, as well as touch. The emotion story, well, you're looking at an image of a storefront in Paris, and soyez heureux means be happy in French. With digital technology constantly moving the modern world forward, emotions become more valuable, and they provide that all-important human touch. Emotions influence design, as expressed by these clever passive diffusers and decorative candles out of London. Home decor allows consumers to not only express their personal style statement, but their personal feelings about life and living as well. With the classic twist story, the expected now delivers unexpected delights, as familiar products surprise with exaggerated details, startling pops of color, maybe unique patterns or unusual textures. Emma Bridgewater is a British ceramic company known for classic English pottery, all with very subtle twists on traditional designs. And the Australian retailer Pop & Scott sells these very simple garden containers. They're familiar in shape, but they're hand-finished with unusual decorative patterns, and that's what makes them so unique and special. One of my favorite stories this season is Old is New. In times of uncertainty, the past can have a powerful nostalgic allure, providing a sense of familiarity and often solace. Nostalgia triggers memories, and most typically of happier times, or at least that's what we want to believe. Taking inspiration from traditional styling and design, home accessories are inspired by the past, but reimagined with contemporary details. The Pip Studio in Amsterdam, and that's what you're looking at, an image of some of their products, they do a really masterful job of creating nostalgic, or what I like to call nostalgic, These are decorative accessories for the modern home. Another example is terrazzo. This is a material that was developed centuries ago, but it gained global popularity in the early 1920s and then again in the 1970s. Terrazzo is making a comeback, and it's actually been ranked in Pinterest's Global Top 100 Home category for the past 2 years. With timelines blurred, these legacy designs embrace the past while leveraging modern materials. The feminine story. Well, I've been watching the women's empowerment movement influence design for the last several years. From the Throw Like a Girl ad campaign to the pop culture icon status of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, stereotypes are being broken, and women are admired now for their mind, their bravery, their humor, and their ideas. The feminine story celebrates all things female. The female form is reflected in design through a sense of softness, curves, and lots of rounded shapes. Finishes are feminine as well, with lighter shades of pink, mauve, or even berry, all with touches of muted metallics or subtly frosted glass with shimmer. The woodland wonders story. With life getting more complicated and chaotic, the need to escape and feel untethered is really unavoidable. Nature and wilderness always offer a sense of freedom, whether you're able to go outside and access nature directly, or you have to bring the outdoors to you. Just think of the popularity of succulents, mini gardens, and houseplants over the past several years. The exaggerated shapes and textures of graphic foliage and tangled branch patterns, these are all inspired by nature. This ongoing trend is all about bringing the outdoors to the indoors. Now, fragrances this season will also introduce us to new experiences. They're meant to make us feel and think differently. While I'm going to speak generally about trends in fragrance, please note that I'm going to highlight specific new Scentsy fragrances that may or may not be available in all countries. Starting with mood makers, inspired by emotions, natural notes are used to create complex fragrances that connect with as well as encourage or enhance specific moods. From Scentsy, you're going to experience You're the Zest, as well as Now and Zen. New twist on classics, offering a new perspective on traditional favorites. Lavender, rose, pumpkin, apple, and citrus. These are all going to make exciting new debuts this season. From Scentsy, you'll experience Salted Lavender, as well as First Day of Fall. Herbal infusion, tapping into the consumer movement towards self-care and mindfulness. Herbs like mint, rosemary, lavender, sage, and cinnamon. These all inspire wellness. From Scentsy, you're going to see herbs inspiring fragrances like Fiddle Leaf Fig and Blood Orange Spice. The great outdoors. Many fragrances this season are going to evoke the great outdoors. Warm and woody, smoky, earthy, they're mixed with unusual notes such as wild berries or sagebrush. These fragrances bring the fresh outdoors directly into your home, and you'll experience that through Scentsy's Botanical Garden, as well as the Pitch. Comfort food. There's nothing like the smell of fresh brownie batter or a slice of tangy lemony lemon meringue pie, or maybe it's the scent of a warm stroopwafel dripping with caramel syrup. Yummy foods equal happy moods. From Scentsy, you'll experience stroopwafel delight. So, now that I've shared some of this season's special stories with you, I hope you'll see the new Scentsy products with a fresh perspective and notice the important details that are definitely worth sharing with your customers. If you appreciate the special details, then your customers will appreciate them too. Please enjoy yourselves this season. Go out there and share some Scentsy spirit and have a lot of fun. Enjoy.